She asked for space. I didn't know this would happen. Please like this video and listen to my story till the end and let me know which city you're listening from. That way, I can see how far my story has traveled. The text popped up early Thursday morning from Leah, 28. Hey, we need to talk. I blinked at my phone, confused, heart already pounding. We had lived together in that cozy two-bedroom for nearly 2 years. It was our place. I paid most of the bills, handled the lease, the utilities, the whole adulting side of things. We split stuff down the middle, more or less. I thought we were a team. That evening, she sat me down, her voice steady but trembling around the edges. She talked about personal growth, about rediscovering herself, about needing space. I feel suffocated. I need to live alone for a while. This isn't about us ending. I just need room to breathe. I listened, nodded, and somehow managed. I want you to be happy. My voice cracked a little. She didn't look relieved, just resolved. When I asked if there was someone else, her face shifted, offended. That's exactly what I mean. You're always so suspicious. And just like that, I swallowed the knot in my chest and blamed myself. But here's the kicker. The finances had slowly slipped out of balance without me even noticing. Her freelance graphic design work had momentum. Her words, which sounded cool, until half became a third, then a quarter of what she owed me. Then she said it. I found a studio downtown. It's perfect for me. We can still date, just with space. My jaw dropped. Space? At my place? Why not stay here? I asked. Her answer hit like a cold wave. This apartment fits my gear better, and you can work from anywhere. I forced a smile. Okay, I want you to be happy. Saturday morning, I rented the truck. Before I go on, tell me, have you ever been told someone needed space, and it sounded like a sentence? Drop a quick yes or no, where you're listening from. I read every comment. When I started moving out, what happened next wasn't awkward. It was shockingly cold. The look on her face when she walked in? Priceless. But that was only the beginning. By the time Leah walked through the front door that Saturday evening, half the apartment had already vanished. The sofa we picked out? Gone. The kitchen gadgets she borrowed and never used, gone. My gaming console, my monitors, my espresso machine. Even a shower curtain, technically mine. She froze in the doorway. Her keys slipped from her hand and hit the floor. Her mouth opened, but no sound came. Finally, she found it. What were you doing? I didn't look up from the last box I was sealing. You said you needed space. I'm giving you all the space you asked for. She blinked, tears welling but not falling. But where are you going? Found a spot across town. Month-to-month lease. Not glamorous, but it's mine. Wait, I meant next month. You can stay here until then. I looked her dead in the eye. You said you were suffocating. I don't want to be the air you can't breathe. She followed me out to the moving truck, practically pacing circles around me. You can't just leave like this. I chuckled bitterly. Watch me. And then came the rent question. It's due in 2 weeks. What am I supposed to do? Figure it out. Your name isn't on the lease, remember? That's between you and the landlord now. Her lips trembled. But I can't afford $2,400 by myself. Then maybe you should have thought about that before demanding independence with a side of financial support. She was texting me before I even got home. Guilt-tripping messages. You're being immature. This isn't supportive. Real partners grow together. No response from me. She wanted space. I respected that. Every silent, echoing inch of it. The next morning, I returned only to drop off the keys and collect the last of my mail. The landlord was chill. He said he already had applicants lining up at a higher rent. Leah was there, red-eyed, sitting on the stairs like a ghost waiting for someone to come back and explain how life works. Please, she whispered, don't do this. I am doing this. You made it clear. You needed air. I'm giving it to you. She tried again. Where am I supposed to go? You said the studio was perfect for you. You made that decision. It's not available till next month. It's $1,800. I don't have it yet. I tilted my head. Sounds like a you problem, not a we one. That night, the power was still on, but only for 5 more days. I'd already arranged to shut off the utilities once the billing cycle ended. My name, my accounts, and I was done carrying her tab. Monday, her mom called me. Eli, honey, Leah's very upset. You're blowing this out of proportion. I sighed. We had a conversation. She wanted out. I'm just helping her get there faster. Her mom's voice sharpened. She has nowhere to go. Don't be cruel. She wanted independence. It comes with bills, Patricia. Quick check-in. What would you have done? Would you have stayed an extra month to help? Or walked out like I did? Let me know in the comments. Your thoughts matter. The next wave didn't come from her. It came from everyone else. Her friends, her family, her new guy. Yeah, I found out. By Tuesday, my phone was a war zone. Voicemails from Leah. Missed calls from her mom, her best friend Jules, even her brother, who I'd met twice. I ignored them. All of them. Until one voicemail from Leah made my stomach twist. Eli, please call me back. It's an emergency. I really need to talk to you. Against every ounce of better judgment, I called her. She was crying, full-on panic sobs. I'm in trouble. I wrote checks for the studio deposit and rent. They bounced. The landlord wants to press charges for check fraud. I felt my throat tighten. Wait, what? You wrote bad checks. I thought a client payment would clear in time. It didn't. Now I owe $3,600 plus fees. If I don't pay by tomorrow, he's calling the cops. I paused. So what does this have to do with me? There was silence. Then a whimper. Can you help me? Please. I'll pay you back. I swear. With what money, Leah? The momentum from your photography business. Her voice cracked. Don't be like this. I'm desperate. You wanted independence. This is what it looks like. Then the real gut punch. I could go to jail, Eli. I almost laughed. Not because it was funny, but because I couldn't believe it. Then I'd suggest calling a lawyer. Independently. She went quiet. Then, barely above a whisper, you planned this. You wanted me to fail. No, Leah. I wanted you to succeed. But you can't ask for freedom and expect someone else to pay for it. She hung up. I didn't. What came next felt orchestrated. Jules started posting cryptic things on her Instagram story. Some men only support women when they're benefiting from them. And then tag me in a follow-up. You know who you are. Leah's mom left 3 voicemails in a row. One started with, I hope you're happy letting my daughter drown. And then came a final straw, a text from someone named Connor. Yeah, him. Hey man, this is weird, but I'm a friend of Leah's. She's going through a lot. Can't you help her out? I laughed out loud. You mean help her out the same way you helped her when she said she needed space? Silence. Then I dropped it. Funny how you were at that photography workshop, also known as brunch. I saw the stories. I know everything. He hung up. So that was Connor. The friend. The new attention. The warm body at brunch. You know what the worst part was? She didn't want me gone. She wanted me on hold. She wanted to live her independent life while I covered the rent and kept the lights on, just in case things didn't work out. Not a partner. A safety net. Ever felt like someone wanted the perks of being single and the benefits of a relationship at the same time? Let's talk. Tell me in the comments. I'm reading them all. She showed up at my new place. No warning. No invite. Just mascara-streaked cheeks and a look of regret. You won't believe what she said. Friday morning. I got a call from my building's security desk. Mr. Eli, there's someone asking for you downstairs. Says it's urgent. I knew before they even said her name. I walked down slowly. Leah was there in the lobby, clutching her jacket like it was holding her together. Mascara streaked across her cheeks. Hair in the same messy bun from days ago. She looked like someone who hadn't slept or eaten. Please, just 2 minutes, she begged. I nodded once. 2 minutes. We stepped outside. She didn't even try to hide the desperation. I messed up. I know that now. Connor was nothing. Just noise. Attention. I thought I needed something new. I was scared. I folded my arms. She kept going. We were so serious, and I felt like I was losing myself. I just wanted to know I could do it on my own, but I wanted you to still be there when I was ready to come back. I blinked. So, what? You needed to try out single life while keeping me as your backup. She shook her head. No, I wasn't ready for everything to feel so real. But I thought you'd understand. I thought you'd wait. I laughed softly. You didn't want to break up. You wanted a pause. One where I paid the rent and you explored your independence with training wheels. Her bottom lip trembled. I love you. You loved what I gave you. Security, stability, a clean apartment, and a working coffee maker. You loved that I was responsible while you chased your dreams. That's not fair. I looked her in the eyes. No, what's unfair is telling everyone I was suffocating you, then crying when I gave you space. You told the world I was controlling you. Now you're mad I let go. She broke down then, like her body couldn't hold it anymore. Big, ugly sobs, the kind you try to hide but can't. Please, Eli. I have nowhere to go. Connor's not answering. My mom said she's tired. Jules said she's out of money. I'll do anything. Just don't leave me like this. I didn't say anything for a long time. Then do this. Leave. And don't contact me again. You asked for independence. Congratulations. You're independent. I turned and walked back inside. Didn't look back. What would you have done if you were me? Would you have let her back in? Or walked away like I did? Tell me in the comments. And if you've dealt with something similar, share your story. You're not alone. Subscribe for more stories about standing your ground and reclaiming your life. 3 months later, Leah was gone, or so I thought, until I saw her in the wine aisle, wearing her work uniform and holding the cheap bottle she used to mock. 3 months. That's how long it had been since I closed the door on Leah for the last time. The silence felt strange at first. Not peaceful, just quiet, like walking through your house after a storm and realizing nothing's broken, but everything's shifted. The first few weeks were rough. She went nuclear online, painting herself as the broken artist who got abandoned by the man who couldn't handle her growth. Jules led the charge. Emotional manipulation, financial control, those were the buzzwords. But the truth has sharp teeth, because not long after, someone leaked screenshots. Texts from Leah to Connor, begging to crash at his place, promising it'd be temporary. Him replying, "I'm not looking for that kind of commitment." The guy she risked everything for didn't even want her on his couch. And suddenly, the comments flipped. No more heart emojis. Just questions. Doubts. Silence. She moved back in with her parents. Word spread fast through mutual friends. Her dad was furious. The check fraud thing nearly wrecked her credit. He made her get a retail job at a camera store. Not photography. Retail. Selling tripods and cleaning lenses while pretending she still had clients. Her Instagram went from aesthetic coffee shots and empire-building captions to dead quiet. Even Jules eventually stopped defending her. Turns out Leah borrowed $800 from her. For groceries. For gas. Never paid it back. When Jules asked for it, Leah flipped out, accused her of kicking her while she was down. They haven't spoken since. Then, out of nowhere, I got an email from her mom. Subject line, "You won." Short. Cold. She cries every night. She lost everything because you couldn't forgive one mistake. I hope you're happy. For once, I replied. She didn't lose everything because I couldn't forgive. She lost everything because she threw it away with both hands and expected me to catch it for her. I just didn't. No response. But the weirdest thing happened last week. I was picking up a few things from Trader Joe's. Turned down the wine aisle, and there she was. Leah, wearing the black polo from the camera shop, holding a bottle of that super cheap red wine she used to roll her eyes at. She looked at me. Just looked. Not with anger. Or begging. Just hollow. I nodded once. She opened her mouth like she wanted to say something. But she didn't. And I walked away. That night, I got a message from her brother, Theo, not to attack me, not to beg, but to thank me. She finally admitted it, he wrote. The lying, the cheating, the manipulating. She's in therapy now. Dad made it a condition of staying at home. She's trying to take responsibility. I just wanted to apologize for ever being part of the noise. I told them I appreciated it. And I meant that. So, am I happy? No, not really. I don't feel joy watching someone crash and burn, not even someone who tried to make me the villain in their self-made tragedy. But I feel something better than happiness. Peace. Because I didn't break her life. She did. I just stopped paying for the fantasy. She wanted independence. She got it. Bills, rent, consequences, and all. Tell me in the comments. And if you've dealt with something similar, share your story. You're not alone. Subscribe for more stories about standing your ground and reclaiming your life. As for me, I'm doing all right. My new place is smaller. Yeah, but it's quiet. Clean. Mornings smell like actual coffee, not burning toast and tears. I started dating again. Her name's Jamie. She has her own place, her own life, her own dreams, and no expectations of me funding any of it. We take turns paying for dinner. She says thank you when I do something nice. She means it. Last month, I drove past the apartment Leah and I once shared. A young couple was moving in, laughing, carrying boxes, looking hopeful. And I smiled. Not because I miss it, but because I finally understand. Leah didn't want independence. She wanted the aesthetic of it. The Instagram version. The caption without the commitment. The growth without the grit. But independence isn't an image. It's rent. It's bills. It's standing in your own mess and saying, this is mine. I'll clean it up. She wanted the journey. She just didn't want to pay for the gas. I hope she finds her way. But I'm not her map anymore. Peace out.